Okay, I took this old transformer power supply out of an old computer, and I just took all the wires and put light colors together and shrink wrapped them and picked out. Now I have various voltages here as well. There's 5 volts, there's 3 volts, there's 12 and 12 and 5 and 5. Anyway, I can hook up turn this into kind of a lab project or a lab power supply by accessing the 5 volt and the extra 12 and the 3 volts and put them in little studs here. But the main reason I took this and modified, I'm in the process of modifying the metal work so I can mount this inside the welding holder. This is going to be this is the power supply. I've got 12 volts coming out of here now to run this old windshield wiper motor from the old Lincoln. Basically, I'll set this up so that when 110 power is available, such as this, it will run off of this supply. Also, the foot pedal will work. It'll be wired in at the same time. So you can either have an on-off switch. This is a switch here I just put in to turn the power supply on and off. There'll be a foot supply, a foot power also. But anyway, when 110 is available, you'll be able to use this unit. I'm going to mount it inside of here, and that'll be the power supply for the welding unit. If you want to go portable, I'll put a couple of ports in here so you can bring outside power, outside 12 volt in, and hook it up to it from a jump box or whatever. So it'll be portable, out in the yard someplace or whatever. So, but this was just to make sure that this power supply would handle the load. It doesn't seem to have any trouble with it. It's supposed to be 20 amps total, so I don't see any problem with that. The rotation again, that's I call that counterclockwise. Just reverse the 2 leads. Which I'll do with a switch. I'm going to have a switch panel up here. That's going that way. Did I switch those leads? Yeah. Losing my fastball here. Yeah, that was clockwise, so this will be counterclockwise now. Yeah. Okay. So the differential. Sometimes I hear a little difference in the speed of the motor. I found out that's actually inside the windshield wiper motor itself. It catches once in a while. There might be a little chipped gear or something in there, but we'll get all the basics set up. All right, that's where we're starting. I can go turn my music on again. Can't play the iTunes music while we're videoing. Okay, it's just a shot of the bracket we're making for the, we'll have, okay, this switch will go in here, and that's in there, the on-off switch, and then we've got these things that are going to sit into the various power slots, like 12 common, 5 3 volts, power on and off. This stuff is just, because it's there, we'll go ahead and take advantage of it, and it can be like a shop power supply with various voltages. Give us a little bit of support here anyway. Staying tight to the lines on this one. Need to see the lines when we're done. Alright, let's see how we're doing on that one. Oh yeah. There we are. That'll snap into place. Okay, I just have to cut a little piece for the back of this to snap through it. Tighten that up a little bit. But, like the other ones, they're the right size. We'll have two switches. Two toggles, 2 on and off. These are these 3 are double pull, double throw. This is an on and off. This is going to go power, rotate, just to leave it on. Put it down here, turns it off, and makes it available to the foot pedal. So you can operate it by the foot pedal on that one. And this will be source, 12 volt, 110 power supply. This will be left, right. This will be fast, slow. Foot pedal or constant on. This panel, let's see here. This panel is going up in here. And then the power supply comes in from the back and sits in there, right behind here. So it'll be, and then there'll be 2 studs out here for external 12 volts if we need it. Otherwise, you can plug in 110, or throw this on the back of the truck and take it out and use 12 volt in the yard. Yeah, the compressor is on in the background, so I had to shut down the sound here. This thing's crazy loud. Yeah, I set up that center plate there for the plasma cutter. Put a guide bar on there to keep it straight, and stuck the heat blanket over the work so it wouldn't be affected by the cutting of the plasma torch. Okay, so that was a plasma cut there. I didn't get the camera all the time. But let's see that? Yeah. Yeah, I went and cut another one of these, a second one of these out. Those other holes were too big. So I just cut a new one out. I can put it in that way. Okay. Okay. I need a couple outside posts. So I was going to come up with these things here. And after I got them, I went, well, that's kind of overkill there. So I've got these 2 holes that were originally in this piece of plate that I'm using. So what I'm going to do with this is I got some Delrin here. I'm going to just I'll cut a couple pieces, bring it in one from each side with a flange on each side, and then smaller in the center. Now I have it drilled out, and then I'll take this 5/16 rod and bolt it in on both sides, and that'll be a plus and a minus for external power from 12 volt. So I'll have 12 volt, 110 into here, which will produce the 12 volts. And also, if I don't have 110 available, then I can just put a 12-foot jump box on here. And I'll be able to switch between the power supply and the 12 volt. This will be the reverse. This will be the speeds. This will be the foot pedal, or just a continuous turn. So I'll go put this all together here. I'll throw this in the lathe and we'll start cutting this stuff and see what comes out here. Okay. Let's see. 50. Oh, okay. All right, I need to take about a 20. 325. Okay. Okay, that should be. Alright. Then we got the hole in it. There. Which is, we take this rod. Okay, so now we need better off. Pretty slick. All right, now this is going to be 1/2. All right, 1/2 of that bushing. I need 4 of these, 1 on each side, and then the this rod will go through the center of them. And that'll act as a stud. I'll cut these off and that'll act as a stud. Okay. Okay. Now, what we got going. Alright, here's the, I'm putting together the switches. This is going to be power in from source, either the 12 volt or the power supply. This is a rotation, or fast or slow, whatever. This is a rotation. This will be straight through, on, and this will authorize the, let's see, get this up here. This is a cable that's going to go to the foot pedal, which is over here. All right, we're setting this up. That'll be the foot pedal. Just wiring everything up. This is the power supply now. This is in place. On, off, and then these are various extra voltages if I need anything for around the shop. You know, it's just sitting there, so I figure I'll use it if it's if I need it. All of these wires are they're going into these switches. This will be sitting in here like so, and just making all this, wiring all this as I go along here now. This is a relay for the switch, so I don't have to run the power, the 12 volt power to run the motor all the way through these little 14 gauge wires here on this 8-foot cord for the foot pedal. I put in a relay. So the relay will be operated by the foot pedal, and the power will be carried through here into the, everything will be short distance to the motor. So okay, just getting close to getting it ready to utilize. Oh, I put these in. These are the studs. Cut a these are a couple Delrin. You saw those at Delrin bushings in a 5/16 threaded rod. I'll have the 12 volt on top and the ground on the bottom. This would be for an outside source of 12 volts. I want to put a battery pack on it, or a battery supply, or a 12 volt battery, or off a car battery, or whatever. then it can operate out in the pickup truck or in the yard. Okay, put this back on the stand here. Keep wiring. Alright, let's get the last of these wires hooked up here. Did quite a bit more than I thought. You know, the original. Alright, let's see. These are grounds. There's no rhyme or reason to the color code. All the 12 volt, or the hot lead pretty much is red, but the other, because of the switching and everything, everything's just kind of changed out. Okay, now this one of these is the fast and one is the slow. The switches they're delivering this to the delivering it to the various wires. Okay, now the two power leads. 12 volt. Okay, here we go. I got 12 volt power hooked up here, and a 110 is here. That's plugged in. Right now, this is just loosely in here. I've got, that's on 12 volt, I think. This is off. Alright, there's 12 volt. Right hand rotation, left hand rotation, slow, fast, and totally on without the foot speed. I just want to let it crank and turn it on and let it crank with a grinder or something if I'm going to. Put it back on slow. Alright, let's move it over to the 110 volt. And we'll have to turn on the power supply. Yeah, no power. Turn the power supply on. Okay, there's the full on function. Here's the foot pedal. Fast, rotation. Okay, it does all functions with the power supply or the battery, either one. So looks like I'll button it up and let's see here. I've got to put a shield on that too, but I'll put this in place. And I don't know if you can see in there or not. Yeah, there's that's all the wiring there. But I'll shield all of that and tie all this off. So it doesn't look like a rat's nest there. Yeah, pretty cool. So we're getting the project all done. My my welding turner. Okay, we got it put together now. This is the power supply. We got the power supply or battery, clockwise, counterclockwise, viewed from the rear, fast and slow, foot pedal, and rotate. Okay, so I just stuck an old canister on there, which is a typical use, I would think, for a rotating machine. Whether I want to cut this off and make a little forge furnace or whatever, but it's complete and functional now. I was gonna try and take some voltage from here, lower voltage, and slow it down more, put it onto the battery, but I've only got 5 volts there, and that's not enough to get it cranking. So let me give you an idea what's working here now. Let's see. This is a good spot for you. Probably not. Let's see. There we go. Alright, if I want to work on it, down there's the foot pedal. It's a pretty stout little product there for, got it off of eBay for $20 and it's solid. So, basically, step on the foot pedal, there you have it. I can grind or cut the plasma or weld, start, stop, go backwards, find this spot, I want to go faster. Or if I want to just grind and let it spin, I can throw it on constant rotator, and then I can get rid of the grinder and just grind and grind. So basically, that's the welding holder rotator, and get it back up the top side. Pretty functional at that too. Put it right up here, like this, and then I'm going to work on it up here. It's the same thing, just goes step on the, I must have locked it out here. Well, maybe I didn't. That's interesting. Yeah, well, let's figure out what switch I flipped there that isn't working now. Alright. Well, the old motor let go. They had a cracked, see in there or not, a cracked magnet in there, and you can see on the bottom it was running off. See that or not? The bottom of the housing, you'll see it's slid off center, and as a result it gouged out that, and I think that's from the broken magnet, and then it went off center. So we'll have to, that's what I get for trying, but at least it proved the concept. That's the main thing. The concept worked fine, everything's working good. I just have to, I'll get another 93 Lincoln Town Car, because I don't want to, otherwise I have to remake this gear if I adapt it to something else. So this is all set up for that. So fortunately they're all over the internet or the junkyard, but if I go to the junkyard I might just get the same as this. So I think I'll just buy a new one, $30, $40, $50 or something like that, and be good to go. Okay, put this up in here. Got that pretty new motor there. That came in and comes nicely. So now we'll install this one in the back up in here and run her through her paces again. Okay, take this off. Little brass hammer there. Now this is a new one, so let's see if it's snug. The old one must have been a little more worn. This one I may have to hog it out a little bit. It looks like we've got a little different dimensions on this one. No, maybe not. A little tap or two here. Well, I might have to route that a little bit, or bring down this a little bit. Okay, I'll find that out later. Okay, so here we are. Before we were so rudely interrupted, the new motor is considerably quieter, and quite efficient. Now, we were saying, it's just, we can put this on constant turn. So now I'm not using the foot pedal, it's just there. That, if I want to cut this or grind it or whatever. Then also, now that we can crank this up right here, and I'll put this over on the tripod. And a little liquid sunshine today. It never rains in South Florida. It's just liquid sunshine. Okay, and bring this up any position. okay. Fast, slow, counter rotation, and of course this foot pedal, if I take it out of rotation, put it into foot pedal, and we can do a little bit at a time. So there is my functioning welding holder. Fun project. I'm going to mount it, put it, this cart is a good function for it. This is one of those Harbor Freight 1,000-pound carts, whatever they are. I've had this thing since I started building this building, and it's just been one of those things that just you wonder how you could get along without it. But in any event, what I'll do is I'll have a shelf that I can just crank this up and slide this unit onto the shelf, and then when I need it, I can work it, put it onto here, onto this cart, and roll it any place I want to roll it. That's a lot easier than using the gantry to move it around. But I'm quite pleased with it. Good functioning piece of goods, and you know, at the prices I've seen them on the internet, $1,500, $2,000 and all that. I think all things considered in this thing, the only expense I've got in here is, of course, just this scrap metal I had laying around. The switches, you know, you got $30 worth of switches, that $50 motor now, and the 4-jaw chuck. The rest of it is just surplus junk laying around and stuff that I cut, the gears and oh yeah, and the little $18 pedal. So the power supply is out of a computer. So, you know, outside maybe a couple $100, and a lot of fun to build it. Okay, more later.